What's going on, guys? My name is Bailey Schober and welcome to my free training. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build muscle and lose fat without spending hours in the gym or sacrificing the foods you enjoy so you can feel stronger, look your best, and live life to the absolute fullest. This video is for you if you are struggling with balancing work and your health. Look, I get it. Being busy, having to work all the time, it makes it hard to find time for the gym. Or maybe we're hitting plateaus and we're just not seeing results, or maybe you're confused on the dieting and training aspect. You don't know how to do a proper program. We're not sure which foods to eat, or you're just lacking that accountability and support. This is going to be specifically for you guys. I'm going to show you the exact 3-step process I've used to help over 100 people build muscle, lose fat, and transform their physique, and how it can work for you too. I want you to imagine a future where you can feel confident in your body without having to spend hours in the gym. Look, we don't have to be in the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week to make progress. I want you to also be able to easily balance your fitness goals with your career and busy life. Look, work's busy. We all have families. The gym normally doesn't get prioritization. That's okay. There's ways around that to fit into your schedule. I want you also to be able to see consistent muscle growth while enjoying the foods you love, whether that's pizza, beer, wings, burgers, whatever that is. We got to have flexibility in our diet, but still make progress. Okay, that is possible. And on top of that, I want you to have a clear and structured game plan that keeps you progressing every single month, no matter what life throws at us. Let's take a look at one of my previous clients, Logan. This dude is an absolute monster. After 2 years of working with me, he's put on over 55 pounds of muscle, deadlifted over 700 pounds, squatted over 600 pounds, and benched over 400 pounds, while maintaining a six-pack, getting that physique that he always dreamed of. As you can see on the left, he used to be super skinny, was always drinking, big partier, got serious in the gym, and then now look at him. Dude was an absolute monster. Let's take a look at Tony, who followed my 3-step process. His health wasn't really in a good spot from working overseas in Afghanistan. In the beginning, we focused on one habit at a time to build sustainable, lifelong habits. In the process, he lost 15 pounds, he built muscle, and we naturally increased his test levels from 200 to 700 to put him in a more optimal hormone range so he felt better, looked better, and was more energized. But before I dive into my 3-step process, I want to share with you my story and how I discovered this process. I was 15 years old. I was super scrawny. I was super weak. I constantly avoided the weight room like the plague because I always felt like people were judging me for how small I was or how weak I was. I wrestled in the 103-pound weight class, which is the lightest weight class possible. I also wore T-shirts under my T-shirts just to fill out my upper body a little bit more because I was so self-conscious about my sleeves, or my arms never filling out my sleeves. I would always wear sweatpants and sweatshirts to cover up my body, just again because I was always felt like I was being judged for how tiny I was. Then the wrestling match happened. I vividly remember it to this day. I was wrestling in regionals at Avon High School. You had to win your first match to move on to semi-state in the state tournament. I knew I was the better wrestler, but I lost because of my lack of muscle and strength. I couldn't physically do what I needed to do to beat this guy, and he ended up winning because he just basically threw me around. And I remember losing and being so disappointed and so pissed off at myself for being so weak. It basically felt like I was manhandled. And I realized if I needed to change my situation, I needed to make a serious commitment to building strength and building muscle. On top of that, I was constantly plagued, like I talked about, by the feeling that people were always judging me for being so small and weak. Were people actually judging me? Probably not. But it was more than just an annoyance. It was a deep, gnawing frustration that I just couldn't shake. It bothered me every single day. Deep down, there were a few more reasons why I wanted to get bigger and stronger. I was tired of dealing with the insecurity in myself. I wanted to impress the girls. I wanted to improve my overall health. I wanted to be able to defend myself in a life or death situation, right? If I was manhandled in a wrestling match, what would happen in a real life situation where if I had to fight for my life? I needed that confidence to be higher because I knew if that was going to happen, this was going to improve everything in my life, not just wrestling. It was that pivotal moment after that match that ignited my journey to transform not just my body, but my entire life. Initially, I started weight training with the goal of simply gaining size and strength for wrestling and to improve my confidence, but I didn't really have a game plan. Due to my lack of knowledge in the weight room and with dieting, because I always avoided it, I wasn't really sure of the best approach to reach my goals. I just kind of winged it, right? I watched some random YouTube videos, I saw some magazines, and just ate what I thought was good food at the time. But after a few months, I was discouraged and overwhelmed. I just feel like I wasn't making any progress. I mean, I wasn't making progress. I was still tiny. I didn't even put on a pound. And it led me to doubt whether I could actually reach these goals I set for myself. Then one day I sat down with my high school strength coach, who also happened to be my wrestling coach, and just seeking guidance on how to come up with a program and how to improve my performance in wrestling. And as we talked, we came to a profound realization that the weight room, yeah, it would help me enhance my wrestling skills, but it was also a gateway to transforming my entire life. He made me see that fitness was more than just a temporary fix. It's a lifelong commitment to bettering yourself both physically and mentally, which in turn would boost my confidence to allow me to succeed out in the real world as well. From that moment on, I started viewing my workouts not just as a way to achieve my goals, but as a crucial part of my journey of ongoing self-improvement and personal growth. So after my coach helped me see the bigger picture, he took me under his wing and crafted a personalized training program and a personalized diet just for me. He walked me through each exercise, ensuring the proper form. And he also handed me a very detailed diet plan to follow, telling me what to eat, when to eat, etc. And the change began almost immediately. Within 2 to 3 weeks, I started to watch as my body started to transform. I was gaining muscle. I was growing stronger. And I was crushing short-term goals one after another. My confidence soared to new heights, and I was completely hooked. Driven by this newfound passion, I immersed myself in learning everything about strength, hypertrophy, endurance, which would not only level up my physique, which was cool, but it was leveling up my confidence, I was blown away by how much more confident I was in myself. And then this happened, my transformation. My dedication over the years paid off. Over the years, this journey led me to powerlifting, bodybuilding, and most recently triathlons as I continue to push my limits and achieve new milestones. I went from that 103-pound scrawny kid to gaining over 80 pounds of muscle. I've squatted and deadlifted over 600 pounds numerous times in powerlifting competitions. I've achieved 6 to 7% body fat and won numerous classes in my bodybuilding competition. And most recently, I've knocked out a 26.2-mile marathon run and a 70.3-mile triathlon consisting of swimming, biking, and running. I've developed a well-rounded fitness routine that allows me to be strong, be jacked, and put down miles on the pavement and in the water. But the most important thing from this journey, I'm more confident, I'm more disciplined, and I'm more resilient. I evolved from someone who feared the weight room into someone who regularly embraces challenges and always seeks continual self-improvement. Someone who has learned a ton over 14 years of experience and has a passion to help others have the same outcome as myself. I like to help others change their lives like that coach did for me. My primary goal is to promote healthy living and improve people's lives through fitness and nutrition. I firmly believe that investing in our health allows us to cherish more days with our loved ones with the short life we've been given. Here's the problem. Most people just follow cookie cutter programs or just another program they found off the internet that might work for someone else and was probably built for someone else, but not for them. They end up spinning their wheels, they're frustrated, and they're wondering why they're not seeing real muscle gains and why they're not losing weight. If you want to pack on some serious muscle and lose fat, your training has to be 100% tailored to your body, your strengths and weaknesses, and your specific goals, not just another plan off the shelf. A custom program that adapts every month as you progress, delivered straight to your phone, so it's super simple to follow anywhere, anytime, with flexibility. This isn't about working harder. It's just about working smarter. We're going to zero in on the exact exercises, the exact nutrition strategies, and recovery methods that are going to make your muscles grow, which is going to boost your metabolism, which in turn causes you to lose fat as well. Forget about generic advice. Forget about endless gym sessions. This is about maximizing every minute you spend training so you can get the results you're after. If you want to unlock real muscle growth, it starts with a plan designed just for you, not the masses. Here's my process that has helped over 100 people achieve their dream physique. Step 1, it's going to be your training. Each client's program is going to be tailored to their specific goals, eliminating unnecessary exercises and maximizing time efficiency in the gym. Programs are designed to prevent burnout, promoting steady, achievable progress over time. Training sessions are scheduled to accommodate each client's work and life demands, promoting consistency. Progressive overload. This is by far the most important aspect of any training program. A couple of examples are doing the same weight for more reps or more weight for the same amount of reps. I'm going to help you with this with proper programming. We have to push ourselves in the gym if we're going to make progress. The human body is meant to adapt to the stress we put on it. If we're doing the same weights and the same reps all the time, our body will adapt to that and not progress. We have to give it a reason to build muscle, and that's by using the concept of progressive overload. Your program is going to be delivered through an app that I use. Every exercise also has a list of alternate exercises. So no matter what type of gym you work out at, or whether someone's hogging up a particular piece of equipment, there's a variety of other exercises to choose from. You're going to have a rest timer in your workouts. I'm going to tell you exactly how long to rest, eliminating that thought process for you. There's going to be notes in there for me on every exercise as well to focus on certain form techniques, maybe a different intensity method, whether that's like a drop set, superset, etc. On top of that, every exercise is also going to have a proper form video to make sure you're doing it correctly. And another added bonus is if you want me to give you feedback on your technique, all you got to do is record yourself, send it to me, and I'll be able to evaluate and look at your form and see if you're doing it right, what you're doing wrong, and how we can tweak it to get the most out of that exercise. Here's kind of a little bit of sneak peek on how I do my programming. So strength training is going to be anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week based off your schedule. Workouts are typically 30 to 60 minutes. Rep range is going to be typically anywhere from 5 to 15 plus, depending on what we're working on and where we're at in the programming. Rest periods are anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. Intensity is basically I want you training to where you have 1 or 2 reps left in the tank. And equipment can be anything from barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells to body weight. One of my clients, Alex, had been struggling for years with generic workout plans he found online. He'd go to the gym consistently, but he wasn't really happy with his progress. When we started working together, I created a custom training program specifically tailored to his body type, fitness level, and goals. Within just a few weeks, Alex noticed significant changes. Not only was he gaining strength, but he was also seeing visible muscle growth for the first time in years. Having a plan made for him kept him motivated, and he finally felt confident in the gym. That's the power of a custom training program. Step 2, it's going to be your diet plan. Clients will learn how to fuel their bodies with the right nutrition for optimal performance and recovery. Nutrition isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. Every nutrition plan is going to be customized to account for individual dietary needs and based off your food preferences. I'm not going to make you eat fish and rice. If you hate fish and rice, that's just setting you up for failure. No, I'm going to build it off the foods that you enjoy so you can maintain long-term consistency. Plans are going to be optimized to accelerate the client's specific body composition goals. So whether that's muscle building, whether that's fat loss, whether that's strength gain, nutrient-dense foods are going to support a healthy metabolism and a healthy hormone balance. Custom plans to address any dietary deficiencies, lowering risk for chronic diseases, and clients are also going to learn about balanced eating, macronutrients, and portion control. You're going to have anywhere from 2 to 5 meals per day, again, based off your schedule. It's going to be balanced between protein, carbs, and fats. I don't believe in these extreme diets. I like to have a healthy balance of those 3 macronutrients. You're going to have over 100 different high protein meal ideas to choose from. There's an extensive list of protein, carbs, fats, seasoning, sauces, cooking methods for you to choose from. You're going to have a custom supplement and vitamin plan based off your goals and your needs. There's going to be different varieties on cooking food, whether that's sous vide, whether that's the grill, whether that's the crock pot. I'll help you with that to make sure your food is tasting good and to keep it interesting. Your grocery list is going to be done for you, so you don't have to guess on what you're going to have to get at the store. Annie had always struggled with strict diets that left her feeling deprived and frustrated. She would try to stick to them for a few weeks, only to fall off track and feel discouraged. When we introduced a custom nutrition plan based off the foods that she enjoyed, that took her specific dietary needs and individual preferences into account, things changed. Instead of restricting her food options, we focused on creating balanced meals that she actually enjoyed. Annie noticed she was able to stick with the diet longer, felt more energetic, and started seeing steady fat loss without feeling like she was on a diet. This flexible, sustainable approach made healthy eating feel more manageable and even enjoyable for her. That's the power of a personalized nutrition plan with flexibility. Now, she's crushing Ironmans. She just did a 140.6 mile triathlon. Absolute beast. Last but not least, step 3, the support and accountability. The most important step, in my opinion, and the one that people need the most. You can reach out to me anytime through the app for questions, encouragement, or adjustments. Every week, I'm going to provide you a weekly video breakdown after I analyze your workouts, your diets, and anything else I feel to make sure you're on track for your goals. We're going to have monthly one-on-one private calls. We're going to analyze your program, your diet, how the workouts are going, and any other challenges that you might face to make sure you're on track to reach your goal. Accountability is crucial for so many people. So each day, you're going to receive a set of tasks, almost like homework, you're going to be required to complete through the app with reminders to help you stay on track in the event that you forget. I work closely with my clients to ensure they feel supported during every step of the process. SA had tried multiple fitness programs before, but without someone to check on his progress, he often lost motivation and quit when things either got tough or he wasn't really sure what the next steps were. When he joined my coaching program, he told me he needed someone to help keep him accountable. Through weekly check-ins, progress tracking, and having someone there to answer his questions, SA found himself pushing harder than ever and staying on track, even between his busy schedule and taking care of his son. With him, we started with a fat loss phase first. As you can see in the first photo at the top, we lost 15 pounds, which you now see on the second photo in the middle. And then we did a reverse diet to put on 25 pounds of quality muscle while minimizing fat gain. I mean, look at this dude. He got ripped and then he got more jacked, putting on more muscle while maintaining a relatively lean physique. So here's what you're going to get if you decide to work with me. You're going to get a personalized roadmap with clear steps to achieve your goals, all the way from point A all the way to point B. You're never going to be guessing as to what the next steps are. You're going to have a monthly updated training program via the app to keep the workouts engaging. Yeah, you heard that right. You don't have to just do the same workout every month if you don't want to. We're going to keep it fun, keep it interesting, so you enjoy being in the gym. You're going to have a flexible, customized nutrition plan based off the foods you enjoy. Again, without having to give up the foods you enjoy. We can factor in pizza, beer, wings. We just have to have a proper game plan for that. You're going to have weekly video check-ins for guidance, progress updates, and goal adjustments if needed from me. I'm going to analyze everything, make sure you're still on track for your goals. We're going to have private monthly coaching calls to make sure you're on track as well, looking at your overall program and the overall roadmap, making any adjustments if needed. You're going to have daily one-on-one messaging support to me via the app. And then on top of that, I have what's called a client resources vault. You're going to have access to a ton of high-protein resources, a ton of educational videos, travel guides, and all kinds of other resources that I'm continuously taking the time to create and provide for my clients. My goal, if you work with me, is to be the only coach you ever have to work with. And honestly, I don't want you to work with me forever, right? That might be weird. Like, why are you saying that? I want you to be with me, yes, for a good amount of time, but I want to teach you why I'm doing everything so you can take that knowledge with you and carry it with you the rest of your life so you can continue to make progress for the rest of your life and maybe even help others one day too. So if this sounds like something you're seriously interested, book a call with me by clicking the link below. Let's take a look at some other clients I've worked with over the years. Josh lost 50 pounds while balancing life as a new dad with his workouts and nutrition. He had a newborn baby. He started his own plumbing company, and we still found time for him to go to the gym, find a diet plan that worked for him, and he lost 50 pounds. Brendan shed 10 pounds, gained ab definition, and crushed a half marathon when he was terrified to run more than 5 miles. And in the process, he improved his mile split times, going from 11 minutes down to 9 minutes per mile for a half marathon. That's truly incredible in the running world. And then Courtney lost 10 pounds, trimmed her waist, gained muscle, all while staying flexible with her daily diet. In fact, with my approach, I taught her, she was able to kind of customize it daily just based off of where she was at because she worked in different spots. And she lost weight. She looks great. You can see in her progress in her stomach. So your options. You can go at this alone, spending a lot of time trying to build muscle and burn fat on your own. Or you can fast track your progress by working with me one-on-one to finally achieve that physique you've always wanted. Here's my guarantee. If you don't lose at least 10 pounds in 120 days or 4 months of working with me, I'm going to work with you for free until you do. That's how confident I am in my process and the results I'm guaranteeing to you. Worst case scenario, we assess any challenges you're facing, and I point you in the right direction to get help or provide you with any proper resources to get help. Best case, we decide to work together. You gain the knowledge and skills to build muscle, lose fat, and transform your physique for life. So if this sounds interesting, it sounds like something you're really serious about doing, let's set up a time to have more of a chat about where you're at, where you'd like to be, and whether or not my approach will work to help you gain the skills and knowledge to burn fat, build muscle, and get in the best shape of your life. I hope you enjoyed this free training. Click the link below, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.